Okay, so now we're going to continue. We're going to set the connection string on this one. So new MySQL that set connection string. So the connection string would be our username, root, then our password, develop at 2021, then at TCP localhost 3306 slash firedb, and then the max connection is 1. So I'll check it first if I did it correctly. Yeah, it should be good now. So now we are done with the go my setting the connection string, and we'll go back here at the models. Upon checking, we need to specify all the fields here because it will have an error when we try to fetch from MySQL. So let's have the ID as int, and then we'll have the JSON structure tag as the same name for data ID. For data ID, it will not have any omit empty because ID must have an ID. So now we're going to add the oreg ingredients and instructions. Oreg ingredients, oreg ingredients, omit empty. Then next is instructions, JSON. Make sure that you have the correct spelling with the fields on the MySQL on this one, in the JSON structure tag, because you will have some unmarshal error later on. So we have now the video URL, which will also be string video URL. Then next would be description. Now after adding the all the fields here, we can now go to this main.go again, and then we'll try to get that. Um, so we'll have new MySQL, have the results to new MySQL that uh, get DB connection. Let's have this to DB first, and then we'll have results DB that query, and we'll have select all from uh, fire data as the table name. So fire data, and we'll take the error. So if error is not equal to nil, we'll have a panic, and then we here the db that clause here, and then the results as well. Results close. Now we're going to iterate with these results. Results that next to will have an error. Results that scan. So results that scan, it will scan for the number of fields that you have per row. So make sure that on your models, it should have the same number of fields with the same number of columns as well on this one. So have the ID. So we'll have to initialize a empty new fire data. Fire data. So I'm doing a short declaration. So I'm taking a colon equals as declaration. So new fire data. We're going to have in pointer new that ID. Then uh, we'll have it as new line na lang. New fire data. New fire data that uh, next is dish. So copy paste. So we'll have ingredients or ingredients. Then instructions, video URL, and the last one would be the description. And if error is not equal to nil, then we're going to break and panic the. Now we will have no break. Na. We'll just have panic. So instead of having it here, let's have it inside, and then we'll have a list, uh, an array of fire data. Then we're going to add the append the new fire data. Um, so for example, if we have some errors and if we wanted to not panic it, we can have continue, and then we'll have just log the um, error. Okay. So now that we append the list, this function will return that array of fire data. So we're going to return a list on this one. So now that it returns the list, we could actually have that call inside here. So we'll have lag that print line starting the service. Then we'll call the list, then push my data to. Instead of having this name, we'll have get my SQL data. Okay. Then let's try first if it will have any data. So we'll check for the length of list if it's greater than 0, and let's try to uh, log the data. So empty that's print if s- um, this one, then list index of 0. Then let's try to run it. So we'll have to change directory to cmd. No, we're on the same level. So okay, let's try running it. Go run period. Now we have an error. I got an import. Oh, I see. So we forgot to run the my SQL um connection driver. So hi guys. Basically this is the official page for the Go MySQL driver. So we need to install it on our project. So let's have the installation, this one, and then we'll paste it here. Uh, sorry. I think it also copied the extra dollar sign. Yeah, so it's already added on our go.mode. So on our main.go, we'll add the MySQL driver. So just have an underline score underscore. Then uh, we'll have this one. Okay. Hopefully that will resolve our error. So yeah, it does resolve our error, and right now we are printing the first index of the list. So we have the main.fire data. So now that we're okay and we already uh, get the data from the MySQL, we're going to create the client with the Firestore. So we'll be using a library or an SDK from the Firestore, which is this one, cloud.google um, Firestore. So yeah, this one, and we're going to create a client, and then yeah. So basically, I have prepared a code already on creating the client here. So let me just grab that. I'll copy this one, then paste it on our code base. So we'll have this one. So in order to create the uh, client, we need to get the project ID, and then the one that we've downloaded the JSON file earlier. So we're going to copy this one, and I'll paste it to our Go tool. Then we'll just rename it as firebase.json, and then we'll just remove firebase one here. Then we'll go here and the firebase JSON and grab the project ID So apparently that's not the full project ID. So we need to check on the um, Firebase itself. So here in the Mysql migrate, we'll go to our general, and then we'll have the, oh, I see. So the project ID is still the same, Mysql migrate then. So we'll have Mysql migrate, and then we're going to create the client. So we're going to create the Firestore client here. Then we'll have context that to do, and then let's have that one. And you should see that you have some errors here because of the, oh, I forgot to import the Firestore reference. So we'll be able to do that by going to these documents, and then um, wait, this is the repository. So basically we just need to add this one, go get cloud. So the same. So let's just wait to be downloaded. So we should expect it to be added on our go that mode.